since the 50s, there have been archaeological diggings in those Mahabharata-related sites by Aryan and Aryan, by B.B. Lau. And so initially, they thought that what they found there, the painted gray ware, was typical of the Aryans moving deeper into India. That is why B.B. Lau was cited by the invasionist historians for 50 years long. In fact, the latest book in which I found it was 2012 or so. So the idea is still with us that this proves the Aryan invasion. But then, when B.B. Lau was no longer a junior researcher trying to please his boss, realized that actually I have not proven anything. I have simply lived up to the paradigm of the Aryan invasion. I have not proven it. And in fact, this is perfectly compatible with another scenario. And so from about 1990 onwards, he became a vocal proponent of the out of India theory. Anyway, so you see, he contributed to those diggings. And so I can't say that they have found, the body of Arjuna or the throne of Yudhishthira or so. Maybe they still will. But at any rate, a number of things you can, confirm. Like we know from scripture that there was a migration from Haryana, which is where the Vedas were composed, to Panchala, to western Uttar Pradesh, where most of the Mahabharata takes place. Like Hastinapura, their capital is on the Ganga in present-day Meerut. They found the city of Indraprastha, which is Delhi today, on the Yamuna. So you see this changing landscape. And so then as they get to know the Harappan civilization better, they see what has happened. Namely, the Harappan cities become uninhabitable because the area gets desiccated, the drying up of the Saraswati. So people seek more comfortable pastures, and so they move to the Ganga. And so that entirely fits these archaeological findings. So the literature and the archaeology perfectly match. All right. So in general terms, yes, there is scientific confirmation for that.
Unlike Troy, where the city is completely abandoned for a long, long time, there is a continuity in Indian subcontinent on such big cities.
Yes, which
unfortunately maybe that creates some problem.
In that respect, it creates a problem. Yes. The finding places are not always available for excavation. Yes.
Right, you already mentioned in previous talks that the archaeological evidence is found in the excavation in Delhi itself.
Yes.
There are some, maybe some reminiscent of the Indraprastha.
Yeah, but you see now the Indraprastha site itself has been dug up professionally. So, I mean, we know, of course, that too is a historical place. The age of its founding corresponds to what the Mahabharata said, assuming that we do date the Mahabharata to about the 18th century BCE. And there are many other confirmations, time-wise, like the sinking of Dwarka. So this is already described in the Mahabharata. So it is an important city just before, and that corresponds to the age of the Mahabharata. When it plays a role in the story. So
the unkind nature of Arabian Sea, it's making it harder to excavate.
But so there is no problem in identifying this and strengthening the Indian self-consciousness that we really are the inheritors of this ancient civilization. Problems are Of course, Westerners who simply don't look at the facts, because by now they have a paradigm of their own, the Aryan invasion theory, and so everything that doesn't fit, they just ignore.
Mhm.
And I mean, I can personally tell some strong stories of how systematically, how determinedly they refuse to see what doesn't fit their paradigm. Anyway, we perhaps can more productively concentrate on another problem.
Yeah.
Hindu traditionalists likewise refuse to see the new data.
Yeah.
And so they cling to a few uh, theories, like the age, of course, of Mahabharata, 3,100 something, that started already, only in the Christian age. So 2,000 or so years after the facts. And that eclipsed the real history.